absolutely jacked Obi-Wan Kenobi has tasked me with catching 3 fish. And I've failed simpler tasks, but we're gonna do him proud. Just gotta keep this tiny green line in amongst the enormous green line. We'll see if we can manage this monumental task. I got my first fish! The common trout. But there's nothing common about the things we're gonna do today. Okay, Obi-Wan, I got 3 basic fish, which he then directed me to sell to this guy. Large ones are naturally worth a lot more than the regular ones. We're gonna sell everything we got. $125. I'm not exactly rich yet, but we're gonna add some zeros to that today. And I found where we can spend our hard-earned money on upgrades. We're gonna go for reeling speed because I can't be bothered to wait. And for some reason, we have the ability to buy spears, so I think we can just spear the fish straight out of the water. And if I'm feeling particularly like a Death Knight today, I can buy a Black Knight weapon for $15 million and slay demons. I've now visited the boat builder, and obviously he gave me a sharpened stick. But the only way we're going to make money is by actually fishing, so we're going to focus on that. The reeling speed definitely needs to be quicker. It's going to take forever to catch a million fish at this rate. But we did just catch our first rare bluefin tuna. That's got to be worth a few more dollars. Sir, could you move your obnoxious boat? I'm trying to fish here. So not only am I capable of catching rare fish, but I'm catching baby varieties. So they're not going to get a chance to repopulate. I also caught a copper band butterfly fish. We're just going to keep depopulating this place until there's no fish left at all. Leveled up on that, we're level 4. We're going to go sell our haul and buy some upgrades. My entire haul, $235. The rare bluefin tunas were $72. And the baby is worth more for some reason.
They're probably more tender.
Babies are always worth more. Definitely more reeling speed. This time we're gonna do some fishing off the beach. Maybe we'll get some rarer varieties over here. I found a baby trout with a mutation that's called Common Glow. I feel like that's something I should probably keep, but I'll probably also sell it for profit. We just caught a legendary swordfish as well. It is of the huge variety and it has a red ring around it, so I think that's probably worth a few dollars. All the fish I catch, by the way, I'm just throwing in this burlap sack on my back. It's probably very insulated, so the fish are gonna stay very fresh for when I sell them. It turns out this swordfish is worth $850. My total haul is about $1,000. So we're definitely going to get extra reeling speed, more hook speed. We're going to get strength. I'm not really sure what that does. More hook speed and then more reeling speed again. And it turns out if I give this sketchy weirdo 7 copper band butterfly fish, I can unlock a minecart to take me to a secret spot.
That sounds exactly like the kind of trustworthy garbage I want to get involved in.
But catching these idiots should be quite a bit quicker at this point. Look at all those cool islands out there and I'm stuck here on a stupid beach. I did catch a rare bluefin tuna though, so it's nice to find new varieties. Those are going to get me some big earnings. My backpack's already full. I'm going to sell everything but the ones I need. The bluefin tuna, $700. Luckily, I can just kind of store the fish in the wooden barrel for a minute. They'll probably be fine. Another load of boring fish, only $171. I just caught an epic stingray. That's gotta be great. Those are worth $700 each because there's only a few of them in the entire ocean. And I caught enough fish for Idiot Stick to fix his minecart. But I've also been recruited to pick up this bag and carry it somewhere else. You thought this was fishing simulator. It's carrying simulator. I'm just hoping to give me a massive reward for doing this. There was no reward, but they've tasked me with getting them more stuff, so the rewards will probably come. I wanted to make just a little more money before going into the cave and I caught another legendary swordfish. This one's not worth as much, but that still makes me kind of a legend. Now I can buy a bigger backpack for $2,500. It's a fishbowl, but that means the fish can actually be alive when they're in my backpack. With the remaining money, I'm gonna upgrade hook speed. I intend to be the best damn hooker there ever was. And using those fish I gave him, this wonderful genius has rigged up a pile of rocks with a massive amount of TNT. I can see now why that guy wanted me to do this. This looks wildly dangerous. Why did he put the activation lever for the dynamite like 4 caves away? Why wouldn't he put it close? Whatever the case, we've taken care of the pile of rocks using the power of fish. This is fishing at its peak. I think this is where I'm supposed to fish, right in the land. We're gonna get something new here. This place closes in 58 minutes, so we've got our first blind cave fish. But I'm glad I got the bigger backpack because if we got an hour, we're gonna fill this thing right up with the rarest and exotic of endangered species. An uncommon stonefish. I'm really hoping these are a lot more valuable than a regular ocean fish. What I'm looking for is the kind of fish that will make the line down here go absolutely crazy. I want something legendary. I found a rare janitor fish. That's the rarest thing I found so far in here. An epic pygmy goby. It only took 10 minutes and 30 fish, but we got something slightly better than the average. One inhumane backpack absolutely full of fish. Only one of which was above rare. And the big question, was it all worth it? Probably not, that's only $1,300. Everyone's got all these cool boats, and I have to swim everywhere like an idiot, so I need $2,400. You know what? If this spot's good enough for Alex the Legend of Fishing, it's good enough for me. The man is so good, he's fishing with a street sign. This one's for you, Alex. Does leveling up make me catch rarer fish? I never considered that, but leveling up probably also helps. I wanted to see how much money I had worth of fish. Apparently I have $10,000 worth. Because I have a rare rainbow bluefin tuna that's singularly worth $10,000, so I don't know if I should sell that or do something better with it. I feel like that's gotta be really, really rare with a mythic low. And that works out because boats are not cheap. And because of that lottery win, we can go right past the rowboat to the speedboat. And the next $6,000 is gonna be split between reeling speed and hook speed. That's obviously gonna make catching fish much quicker. It's also raining and we entirely missed our boat. Yep, I'm clearly very good at this. So it turns out there's sharks in the water. So our little boating adventure is probably gonna have to wait a little bit, but for now we're gonna catch different fish in the rain. Just kidding, it's all the same fish. So what we'll do instead is do our best raft impression and sail right on past the shark to that island. We're just gonna take our sweet, sweet time getting there. Naturally, an island like this has gotta have better fish. We did catch a carp, so we're moving up. Whatever this is feels like a bigger, better fish. This has gotta be something good. A smallmouth yellowfish. Judging by the way this one's acting, it's also got to be something reasonably rare, a bluegill. Naturally, the quest I'm here to complete involves me climbing to the very top of this volcano, so I can understand why they sent me and not went themselves. This just brought me to a man that wants ice to put in his fridge. The guy with the ice doesn't want to give me ice, so I guess I'll just go back and fish, because that's kind of the point. I really want to find some incredibly rare variety of something. This is probably the most aggressive fish yet because it almost got away from me right away, so this has got to be something big. That's a legendary largemouth, and the total value of my new island fish is about $2,100, the most valuable being actually a smallmouth that I caught that's epic. Even the pretty pink carp is worth a lot, and it's just a common fish. I decided to try actually fishing from the boat, which was kind of the point of the boat, and we're finding some new things. I even caught a goldfish! We're taking the goldfish straight out of the oceans and right into the pet stores. Think we got a hold of another good fish on this one. The bar's going pretty wild. Epic king salmon. I was getting tired of running back and forth to the island, so I decided to unlock the sell anywhere button, which means I can sell from anywhere I want and just keep on fishing. That was also bought in conjunction with a higher probability of catching rare fish, because that's really what we're here for. I'm gonna see if I can murder this man real quick. Nope. I am starting to get the hang of the whole boat thing. Speaking of boats, I noticed that this modest yacht comes with a special rarity chance catching bonus. I just need to catch enough fish to make $26,000. I can't even imagine how many hours that's going to take me. We're really working hard today. So at its core, it comes with a 1% rarity chance bonus. I need red gems to level that up. Now, I'm pretty sure to get red gems, you got to do a bunch of quests for people. So obviously, I'm going to go ahead and take a bunch of time to do that. And yeah, that was very successful at questing. And it's a good thing that I was, because this thing's going to eat a lot of gems by the time we're upgraded. That took 438 gems, but we got it. While we're at it, let's get our boat a little extra speed. And to make sure everything is going as quick as possible, we're going to upgrade everything. We've got 20 grand to spend. Rarity chance isn't really telling me how much of a boost it's giving, but I'll just take it all. This gets expensive quickly, so it's going to be a lot of grinding today. I'm actually getting annoyed with how many times I have to click the button, so there's always that. But when I say I want to catch a rare fish, I mean I'm going to catch a rare fish level 50. So let's just try a few casts back into regular water without the bonus that comes from the boat, but already we got something big because this line is going crazy. This will be a rare fish in itself. A legendary swordfish. Fishing is so much easier when you can just buy the progress. Okay, that's a second legendary swordfish. Actually, I caught two of them at the same time there. We also have a small chance of doing that on any given cast. This will be another rare fish by how hard it's fighting. Oh, this will be a good one. Legendary swordfish. So the average price of the fish we're catching now is like $500. We're selling a few that took me 10 seconds to catch, $3,000. So we'll go find some bigger ones. Plus, we're fishing in style now. Look at this thing. It's not the quickest boat in the world, but it is luxurious. Now, anytime I'm standing on this boat fishing, I get an extra 10% rarity chance. I'm also still using the very most basic of fishing rods, so we'll see if we can upgrade that and see if that gives us any boost to rarity. But there's a giant sea bass, which is epic. And an epic marlin. Hopefully that's some kind of rare mutation on it as well. This fish we're catching now is also got to be a good one by how fast it's moving. Legendary yellowfin. We're definitely catching a lot of epics and legendaries. These have got to be worth a lot. The average price has actually gone down slightly out here in the ocean, but it's only a matter of time before we find some ultra rare fish. I'm here on Valentine's Island, and I can tell I'm playing Roblox because there's no one else here. But let's see what kind of love fish come out of this purple swamp. A mythic heart song. I think we're off to a good start, because that, even in its basic form, $630. There's all sorts of new and exciting fish in this pond. And there's a legendary siren scale. That even gave me a jingle when I caught it. That's how good it is. One more level and we unlock a new island with even better fish. I caught another mythic whatever. Wow, this is actually a very fast fish. But the mythic fish took me a third of the way to level 20 already. There's another one, so we're 2/3 of the way there. And we hit level 20 with a legendary siren scale. We unlock Shadow Isles. The fish we caught on this island are $6,000. Heart Song is definitely the most expensive. None of them are particularly rare though. Back in town, I found this not at all shady gentleman selling a Moon and Stars rod which has a 25% rarity chance. So I just need to grind up 40 of those things. This obviously is a superior fishing rod. Let's put this new rod to the test on the new island. We'll definitely find some rare valuables here. Our first catch was a legendary snapper. I feel like we're gonna find a lot of legendaries. There's an epic barracuda. I'm pretty sure these are for this island. I'm fishing from the boat, so I'm not really sure how it works. There's a mythic bluefish and it's got a blue background. That's worth $720. I need a fish like this that's presumably like huge with a mutation color. Pretty sure I've hooked another good one here. We'll see what actually pops out of the water. 2 legendary snappers. The snappers are actually only worth about $500 each, give or take. But I did find a man named Gilbert, so that's fun. Wish I noticed this sooner, because I'm pretty sure depending on the type of eggs we open, we can get a good chance of finding rare pets that are going to give us even rarer chances to find fish. And it's only $750, so we're going to open 3 of these. We need more money for that. I grinded up some money and we got 2 monkeys and a turtle. So I think that's a complete set. The ghost turtle, to be fair, is actually epic, so it actually gives you nice boosts. But I'm not here for nice boosts, I'm here for amazing. So if I'm understanding this correctly, this gets epic, legendary, or mythic pets only. But it does cost a very modest 2,500 rupees per egg. So we're only going to open 3 of those a few times. We got a ghost monkey, which is actually a mythic. There's a mutation chance and a rarity chance, which is great. Basically, if it doesn't do rarity chance, we're just selling it and trying again. Should probably wait till I'm done buying them to start selling them though, to make sure we at least get 3 pets, because this is getting really expensive. I did get a legendary lava monkey, and that's going to have mutations, so we'll take that for the time being. Okay, we opened 3 more, and we got all epic. To be fair, that was the highest odds of happening, but we're going to need more gems. Okay, I opened a whole bunch of things. It cost a lot of money, but I think I got the 3 I want because we have rarity and mutation on 3 different pets. Although now that I look at it, I think we can actually only equip 1 pet at a time. So I probably should have checked that before spending all that money. But you know what? That's okay because we have a higher rarity and mutation chance than ever before, and that's going to pay dividends. Now I can really just focus on catching whatever I can find out there in the water. I feel like this will be a good one, legendary snapper. I've also realized I have a spare 400 grand kicking around, so I feel like we might as well upgrade some of these things a whole bunch just so we can get this fishing process going a little quicker. Max level for everything is probably good enough. I also just found a legendary rainbow parrotfish. That was my very first cast. That's worth $900. But it's much quicker now because as soon as my rod goes in the line, we get a fish and it reels in much quicker. I've also found a man at my boat. He's gonna go ahead and swim around and entertain me while I fish. I'm catching a lot of fish that make a lot of noise and jingles, so I'm assuming that's a good sign. I've got about 20 fish, and apparently that's worth almost $16,000, so some of these have definitely got to be worth a lot. The mythic with the mutation is definitely valuable. All I gotta do is catch another 1,000 of those and I'll have my investment paid back. That is the first sunfish I caught, and we got 2 of them. The next 20 whatever fish, same thing because we're catching some very valuable fish pretty routinely. Apparently a mythic ship has sunk somewhere, so maybe we should actually go find that. I think my boat was just sunk by a shark, so maybe going for the thing wasn't such a great idea. We're now flying through the air. I've also managed to break this game. Just a typical day in the life of a fisherman. Can I at least jump into water and defend myself? Probably not. Maybe we better just stick to the fishing that we know. I've been fishing forever. I've got all sorts of things, but nothing worth noting. But we did hit level 30, and that means we've unlocked a new island with new fish. It turns out that there are some really aggressive orcas here, but that's never going to stop me from catching my valuable fish. Well, to start, we got a legendary cobia. I filled my entire backpack with fish from this island. That's worth $24,000, so that's some real money. A lot of which comes from the legendaries, but curiously there was no mythics found. That's because, as it turns out, there are no mythic fish out here in the ocean. I do understand there are some in the river though, so we're going to see if I can gracefully get my boat over the log and into said river. The game does not like that one little bit. That's better, we already caught a legendary piranha and I've been here for 10 seconds. There's the mythic tigerfish, which is worth $1,600 in its very basic form. Next we're going to complete a quest quest for this small man. All he needs is 20 fish, any fish from this island. And I can even fish from right beside him because he doesn't know how to do it. Okay, here's the fish, stupid. With that, he's given me a dumbbell. I use that to stand on these, all 3 of them, and that unlocks this place. And a short puzzle later, a special fishing area has been unlocked. This has got to be where the good fish are finally hiding. There's an epic Dunkleosteus and a mythic Mosasaurus. The Mosasaurus is worth $1,000 each, even in its small variety. And with this fish, I've officially filled my backpack. Definitely got a few mythic fish, one of which is a large. The sell price for a backpack full of these is 20 grand. The mythic Mosasaurus obviously worth the most. Still not entirely worth the price it took to get all the way here. But there's always next time.